Are we failing to teach kids financial literacy? Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian.heise here and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. Grab your stein of coffee, let's have a look at this article from Yahoo Finance. It's discussing, well, we're teaching girls the wrong money lessons, but I think we can look at this as just an indication of financial literacy that we need to teach our children in general. What strategies do you use to try and teach your children financial literacy? I would appreciate it if you would share in the comments. I've been getting my children, whenever they've been getting money as gifts or donations, or where they've been earning it, doing work, I've been encouraging them and taking them to buy silver coins, or even me to got a little gold coin, just so they start having something physical in their hands. They can sense it, they can feel it, and it actually has some weight, just to get them started. Now I'm trying to explain to Mina the goal is to invest some of your money into shares to own bits of companies so they will pay you money. You'll get a share of their profit. You want to get your money to create a money-making machine. So then you'll get money from all these companies. It'll just start coming to you, and you can then use that to live off or to spend. So you don't need to fall in the trap where you're desperately working. Where you want to make a money-making machine. That's what I'm trying to teach them. Hope we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Let us know what you're doing in the comments. So let's go through this article by Lucy Dean. We're teaching Australian girls the wrong money lessons. Well, I think we're teaching everyone the wrong money lessons. I don't think it's just to get down to girls, to be honest. I'd suggest that perhaps there is a slight, there's certainly a difference in inclinations towards more literary endeavors and more mathematical endeavors, particularly in young children. And as you're getting older, that's pretty common. So there's a famous finding that a 2016 study of pocket money in Australia, girls earned $9.60 a week while boys earned $13. I mean, did you even get pocket money, guys? The Heritage Bank study didn't look into the reasons why, but another study from the Australian Institute of Family Studies found that it's not that girls aren't doing less housework or jobs. In fact, they're doing more. Australian girls aged 10 and 11 spend on average an extra 10 minutes a day on chores and homework than boys in 2012, or housework. It's just one of the unconscious lessons we teach young children about money, and it's having long-term consequences. Well, what lesson are we teaching them? There's no overall gap in the overall attainment of financial literacy between 15-year-old boys and girls. Well, is there actually any level of financial literacy? Look at all the articles that we're reading left, right, and center when people don't have an emergency fund, where people are lining up for welfare on day one when they lose their job because they've got nothing else, where people are taking on one credit card after another credit card, where they're going to loan sharks. All these stories where we're meant to really feel sad for these poor people who have signed up to these agreements because they don't understand what they're doing. Anyway, but there was a gender difference in attitudes to money. Australian boys were more likely to enjoy talking about money, while girls believed money matters weren't relevant to them at the time of the survey. That makes complete and utter sense. Here's a shocking thing that some people don't realize. There's actually a difference between girls and boys. And as men grow up, money is something that you will compete over. And it is, part of how women judge your sexual market value. So you need to prove that you can be a provider. That makes you more attractive, guys. It's called evolution. There's some certain animalistic things that don't really go away, no matter how modern we get. Additionally, girls reported lower exposure to financial education, both in and out of school, compared to boys, who said they got information from friends, the media, and school. Well, I think boys look for it too. And, YouTube. YouTube is an example of where you can get financial education, where you can learn. There's so many things you can learn here on YouTube, particularly from the finance world. I mean, just watching Dave Ramsey there, if you want to learn how to pay down debt or different investment strategies, you can get it all here. What are the demos on YouTube? About 80 to 90% male compared to female. YouTube is a much higher male platform than female platform in watching. When you go to other platforms like Tumblr or TikTok, the numbers reverse. So girls are also growing up disadvantaged as they are statistically less involved in their family's financial decisions, a recent Melbourne Institute study found. Kids are always observing us. It doesn't matter how much we talk about how things should be done. Ultimately, they replicate the behavior that they are observing from us quite often. Financial expert and founder of Women with Sense, Natasha Janssen, told Yahoo Finance. Well, that's good then. When I'm working on my investment Excel to track everything, I mean, right now my project this year for finance, because most of what we have is in cash for renovation work, but my pocket money challenge, where I'm building up a passive income money machine from just little bits of money I find here and there using US shares. So I've got that on my Excel and I'm showing that to the children. So I guess that's good. That's exposure to it, explaining it to them. So if there is that theme that dad is looking after the bills, and dad knows how to fix the car and fix the lawnmower, and mum is about gathering people together and knows how to cook a fantastic meal, then that's typically what kids will do. Well, yeah, that's the gender roles in a marriage normal people do often. But Rachel will cook a meal, I will pay a portion of the bills, but we'll kind of divide it up. Rachel will do all our, manage our law, observe and record our entire cash flow. So, and she predicts our end of year tax bill, which is what you have to do when you're in small business, guys. It's a little bit more challenging. She believes that the first and most important step is for Australian parents to have a good look at their own relationship with money, both as individuals and as couples and a parent. Then it's about having conversations about money with their children. Start to encourage and foster their curiosity and their entrepreneurial spirit in terms of ways they can make money. That's fantastic. I think we just need that in general. Rather than teaching girls to ask mum for pocket money, to instead go, okay, what are some of the things of what you want to do? How can you earn that? Okay, I'm already doing that now with all my kids. You got to work for it. Yeah, money ain't free. We know that for girls, we often keep passing on through generations very outdated habits, and we need to be able to stand on our own 2 feet regardless of whether we want to be a stay-at-home mother or not. Well, being a stay-at-home mother, and a good one, you need to understand finances and business and manage and be an entrepreneur. Okay, being a stay-at-home mother isn't just sitting on your ass doing nothing. And I bet you this is written by people that probably don't know how much work it is. Just a guess. Just a guess. Maybe I'm being unfair there, but just a guess. So, young girls have never been marketed to more. If we look at the way our parents grew up and the way I grew up today, they put on YouTube, ABC Kids, just an educational game on their phone, and ads will crop up, she said. Across both genders, they're teaching kids to be want, but for girls, that want is built into a bigger discussion than just the toy or a snack. Rather, on Instagram and TikTok, girls are being bombarded with messages around appearance. Has that changed that much from the past, guys? It doesn't matter what we're teaching them about values and money at home. They're observing their friends being taught different things and being encouraged to spend money on their appearance. And I just caution parents that this is now the messaging that we're setting them up for the future. Well, see, this is where I would suggest you want to teach your children to invest, to have a money-making machine, and then use that passive income, or somewhat significantly passive income, to buy your toys. So you don't buy a toy, you need to invest the money, then use that to buy a toy. So that's when a lot of money will be directed towards keeping up appearance and makes us feel like we're worthy and we're good enough. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay? You want to look good. Particularly women. They want to look good. They want to look pretty. That shouldn't be discouraged at all. It's only ugly feminists that really want to discourage that, to give themselves a competitive advantage in the greater economy. That may be a bit harsh for some people to hear, but that's reality, guys. Okay? If you got to take care of yourself. Fortunately, I'm married, so I can let myself go. but you got to, put effort in. At least with good clothes, dressing nice. It is much better when you get married and become middle-aged. It's great. The financial literacy gap in children may have disappeared, but for adult women, it is still a pressing problem. The latest household income and labour dynamics of Australia survey found there's widespread financial illiteracy across Australia, but it's especially bad among young Australians. Concerningly, only 48% of women show an understanding of at least 3 basic financial literacy concepts, compared to 63% of men. Such widespread financial literacy or illiteracy is of increasing concern within the context of a highly complex financial markets, high levels of personal and household indebtedness, and easy access to credit opportunities. Professor Alison Preston from the University of Western Australia Business School said in March 2020. With COVID-19 and its associated financial challenges still a problem, this problem isn't going away. The latest Financy Women's Index from December 2020 found that women remain in more financially insecure positions than men, despite improvements in the unemployment rate. And more than 1 in 5 female employees reported severe or moderate levels of financial stress in 2020. AMP's 2020 Financial Wellness Report found that's nearly 3 times the number of men reporting the same stress. However, that's not to say the situation is all bad. After all, the literacy gap has shrunk for children. T. Angelis, the founder of Smart Women's Society and an financial empowering advocate, believes schools are doing a lot more now to teach children financial literacy. Do you think they are? I don't get the feeling that they are, to be honest. I really don't. Maybe that's just the media and news that I consume. Maybe it's better than nothing. We got nothing at school. Not a thing. And while she thinks connecting financial literacy with real-life concepts for students, like paying for their Year 10 formal dress, is the next step, a lot more of financial empowerment comes down to establishing good money mindsets early. Our money mindsets and our beliefs and our attitudes towards money as an adult is really ultimately shaped by how we grew up around money, our experiences around it growing up, what we learned at school and witnessed with our parents, and our money and other people interacting with money, she said. How we grow up around money can really form limiting beliefs around money. It's hard to shift that mindset from money. It's hard to manage and stressful. It's hard to use money as a tool. By teaching girls is crucial, she said. I would say teaching all of your children is crucial and quite important, and something that we're aspiring to do. What do you think, everyone? Do you think financial literacy is improving here in Australia? I don't think it is, at least not what we're seeing in the media. And what are you doing to teach your children? Let us know your suggestions and opinions in the comments down below. Thank you all for watching. Please like, share, subscribe to the channel. If you're a fan and enjoy the content I create here, there are a few ways you can support us. You can join us on YouTube or Patreon. You can support us using our affiliate links from Amazon, eBay, Independent Reserve, or AussieBroadband. You can buy merch from HeiseSays, use Gold Pass from the Perth Mint, or support us via PayPal. Take care. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.